I've been tuning up the Barracuda, and I checked the mixture, and it actually seemed really close on the idle mixture, and I did that by putting a vacuum gauge, taking this plug off the bottom here, putting a vacuum gauge on it, and making sure I was getting the maximum amount of vacuum on idle. Now this car has been having a few problems running cold, and it's because I deactivated the choke, because we live in Florida and I get fed up with electric chokes coming on all the time. But this car seems to really like choke when it's cold, so I've readjusted that. And the way you do that is you unscrew 3 screws, or you just loosen them all so this can turn. And if you turn it clockwise, it takes the choke off. So I basically had it all the way clockwise so the choke never came on. And there's a little mark in here where the mark is actually there now, and so I've put it in the center, and so the choke is activating now. So when you turn the ignition on, this wire becomes live here and it activates the choke, and it seems to be working perfectly. I checked my timing, and the way you check the timing is you disconnect the vacuum line on your distributor and you plug it, so you're not getting any vacuum advance. And then the way I do it is I will set my timing so that at about 2000 RPM, I'll do my throttle here, that I'm getting about 35 to 36 degrees advanced on the timing. And that's all the timing you want. Any more than that, you could have pre-ignition and have problems. So I checked that, and it was right on the money from when I tested it before. So the car's a little bit lumpy on idle. The vacuum reading you want to see, well, in a normal engine, you want to see close to 20 inches of vacuum on idle. But on something with a high lift cam, you could have anything as low as, 8. So I'm getting about 15, 16, which probably is right for the cam I've got in this. And this engine runs a little bit lumpy on idle, but I think that is because of the cam. I can't quite remember, but this engine's basically new, probably done less than 1,000 miles. So, I think sorting out the choke, I've put the idle up a little bit, and hopefully we don't have any issues. I checked to see if we were getting a spark on each cylinder, and it seems like we are. It could be that the spark plugs are choking up a little bit, running it around town, and it's quite high performance, so we might have to change the heat range of the spark plug. So I might go ahead and pull one of the spark plugs out and see what it looks like. But it seems to rev really well, really responsive. And so anyway, this car's my son's now. He bought it off of me. So I'll let him drive it around a little bit and see if it seems better. And I also noticed it was rubbing on the paint here, which is not good. And I just put these little rubber stickers on here to stop the fiberglass rubbing against the car. And I guess we'll have to just paint those little bits in. But anyway, that's how I basically tune the carburetor. And also, once you've set your idle, you really want this just barely touching this. You do want it touching, and so that when you just move it slightly, you can just see it moving the lever slightly. That's the right adjustment there. So anyway, everything looks good, and this car is very powerful, and let's see how it's running now.